Good morning, my friends. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody is doing well today. I don't know why my camera started to look so good. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Give me 1 second. I'm getting my stuff together. It's your beautiful perp. Beautiful, you beautiful baby. You gosh dang gorgeous. All righty. Well, good morning, everybody. Well, I hope everybody is doing great today. We're going to scope out a little bit of a game plan on the NASDAQ and the charts. Oh my God, Haggy, does that just sound like Haggy has my back? Are we getting over our Jimmy Butler feud? Did we just become best friends? Morning, Franco. Yo, Franco, are you the Franco that's at the top of the Team RT leaderboard? Trouble almost all my life. Hold on, my computer's kind of freezing, to be honest. All right, here we go. Give me like 3 minutes, everyone, and we'll start diving into some analysis. I'm going to wait for the stream viewers to get up a little bit more. I actually did sleep better last night. I honestly didn't sleep. I could have slept for another 10 hours, it felt like. You know when you wake up and you keep snoozing? I snoozed 3 times. Try Whoop. Is that the bracelet thing? Didn't we just hear this one? Yeah. All right, I'm trying to get my charts loaded up here so I can make sure to be looking at the right stuff. Why are you not trading in Forex? Because futures are way better. What? There's way less manipulation. They're way more regulated. I understand trading Forex if you want to swing trade the indices. That's really the only case to be made to use a Forex account. Let's take a joint. You know what? After we smoke the day, let's smoke a joint. I don't disagree with you. All right, my friends, what the hell are we gonna do today with this chart? We sold off pretty aggressively overnight, but have since rallied back. Okay, well, actually, everybody, this is really important. This is mega important, honestly. Please check the chat right now. We have accurate lottery results, and he says he charges $5 for a prediction. He works on Fiverr, and he is an astrologer. Honestly, bro, I kind of am tempted to give you $5 because, like, you sold me, like, how accurately can you predict the future? Sell yourself right now. How accurate is it? What's the win rate? I'll throw you 5. But I need you to be confident in this. I'd like starting the stream early because we get to kind of go at our own slow pace. There's no rush before market open. I get to enjoy my coffee. You need date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth. I do predict accurately. Okay, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. You just basically asked for my social security information, so unfortunately, I'm gonna go ahead with no at the moment. That $1 will put you further away from your $1 bajillion goal. Send checking and routing ASAP. Rick, what was your first year like in trading? When did you start becoming patient and disciplined? I actually didn't start becoming patient and disciplined until several years in. So if you're even remotely close to that after year one, you are doing like fantastically amazing. Ugh, okay, well, I'm gonna be honest with you all. I love starting the stream early. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. The only downside, I chugged some coffee. I gotta run to the restroom real quick. And that's not my fault. That's the fault of coffee. So please give me exactly 2 minutes. I'll be back and we'll start diving into the charts. We still got 38 minutes till market open. Okay, good afternoon. We are back. Apologies about that. I lost about 25% of my audience in that moment, and I blame the spicy banh mi, extra spicy Vietnamese sandwich I had yesterday. Delicious, but worth 30% of my audience? I don't know about that. All right, we're gonna head over to Thinkorswim so I can do my analysis. All right. Let's see what we can get today, eh? All right, so first things first, the NQ sliced through some levels yesterday, so we got to re-establish a couple. We've got that 5660 is actually still valid. Wow, there are levels almost exactly 100 points away from each other. So we've got 5660 above here. We've got 560 down here. 660 and 560. Both are active. So first thing I'd say is in order to have a comfortable long, above here would be nice. I'd want us to get above there. That would kind of take out yesterday's hourly lower high. Yeah, if I'm going long, I would want at least a few things to kind of have happen first. Either A, we get above this 660s. This 560s, I think, will be... I don't know. I think we're going to use this more to watch rather than to buy a dip off of. Dude, I hate this keyboard so much. You could also make the case that if we pull down into this 336s down here, that a hold of this level, we could a hold of that level, or maybe we take out the overnight low and get back over that level. If we're able to do that with some sort of smaller time frame trend flip, I don't feel great about any of this so far that we're seeing pre-market, but let's see. Yeah, Mike, secure that boy however you can. All right, let's come back to the NQ because I don't know how I feel about that. All I know for sure is I'm honestly not... The idea of a long down here is less interesting if we happen to get down there, then you can start to look for a hold to this level or small over time. But for me, this is more of a short target. Like if we start to put in some sort of downside 1, 2, 3, or anything that could be used, this would treat me, I would treat this more as a I would rather try and like look to take profits on that level for shorts. All right, let's do. Why can't you look the other way? Six, 8, 4 threes. So these are really the main areas I'm watching. Underneath this 6, 8, there's room to the downside. So a strong trend under this level is what I'd be looking for that continued downside. Like I want it to be a very aggressive bar, almost the kind of thing where it's like a bigger red bar that closes underneath here. Because if that's the case, the downside target would in theory be 6, 7, 1, 12. That's a big move. It's about 90 points from today's high. Do I think that happens today? Maybe not, but when the market starts to sell like this, it can pick up momentum pretty quickly. So we'd want a very strong, I wouldn't want it to be like kind of slashing under this level, then getting back up. I would want a very strong trend under that level. I love this song. My mind. Sound and color. I wanna be a human being. Trying to get some GC levels here. So we've got three 961s. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just checking the chat for the first time in a second. I'm sorry, Red Ripping Green. 250 away from passing and blowing and stuff. But I can't say we have all been there before. Don't let that hold you back and keep you down. AKX drop. Any tips for a beginner trader? Curious, how you make money and make it at your job. Make it your job. How do you get paid? Is it tax? These are some questions that we do not have time to cover on this live stream. I would look into more like basics of day trading. You get paid out by withdrawing your profits. Yes, you pay a lot of taxes on it. Yeah. Living awesome. New here. Found on the Tradify leaderboard. Your team is the only team that has a positive average P&L. Congrats to your team so far. Appreciate you, gang. Very grateful to have you in here. Yeah, shout out to the team. This has been a fun experience. I'm going to talk more about that as the day gets started, because it's definitely been a mental mind F is the only way that I can phrase it. But it's been really fun. What is this GC level I'm trying to look at? Hate the GC sometimes. Okay. I see what was going wrong. Sorry. Trying to just get my... Apologies for the delay here. The main level I'm watching on the GC today is 82.9. Or that, or a pullback. Yeah, if this is the really, we're at it right now. If we're able to hold this level, I do like the idea of shorter term longs. Let's see. Let's be patient with this one. No need to rush. Because I still don't feel great about this. It's more of a range bound chart. Hubby needs a smoke sesh with you. I need a smoke sesh with you. Let's say you make 10K. How much goes to taxes? That absolutely depends on where you live. It depends on your overall income bracket. You should mentally prepare for 50%. Will it ever be that high? Depends on how much you make and where you live, but I believe you should save about half for it to go to taxes. Your paycheck from work, about 40% of it goes to taxes. You just might not know it. I am quite literally moving because I hate taxes, so you're not alone. Oh man, I am gonna watch. Let's watch this 3982 as a pullback on the GC. I think that this is a gap to an upper end of a red bar, so keep alerts set at 3982 on GC. Hopefully we can get some pullbacks into there. We might not get any because this is already nice action at the level. Excuse me. Sorry, headphones gang. Sorry if anyone asked this before. Approximately how much of the 50% are you expected to pay taxes on in another country? I don't know. Guys, the best answer for all of this stuff, the best answer will always be consult someone whose job is taxes. You know what I mean? And I know that's not a popular answer because you're like, Jake, just tell me, just tell me. And I'm like, well, guys, I just hire a CPA. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know any of this. I just hire a CPA. All I know is that my CPA has told me I pay a lot in New York City, a very high amount. Regardless of who won the mayoral election, it did not matter. I was moving. All right, so we want to watch pullback. All right, give me 1 second. Let me type this out. Somebody had also asked me before. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to shut down your tax questions. It's just like, I really am, my job is not a tax professional. There are people out there, you pay them, they're very not expensive. You just pay them for a little bit of their time and they will be able to tell you literally everything about taxes. Like, that is their full-time job. What I told you is what I do. I save 50%. Does it usually come out to 50%? For me, yeah, it does. It's actually like that. It does. For most people out there, will it come out to 50%? Probably not. But that, other than that, I would consult a professional. I'm intrigued by this Tesla. Eat Chinese. What up, brother? I agree. I'm looking at 449.28 on Tesla. That's the main area I'm watching right now. Sister. I had to charge my headphones for a little bit, so I can't hear myself. What are the pros in moving to Puerto Rico besides weather? Well, I'm really excited about the weather. I'm also excited about the 4% tax rate. That sounds incredible. I am still in coin for the long term. It is a very volatile hold, dude, but I'm a believer in it. It's partially my play for crypto exposure too. It's a very volatile stock though. That being said, as long as it kind of continues to hold this range, it does look good. It's just gonna take some time. But it's the kind of stock that the next time it hits all-time highs, I'll probably take some off and look to buy it there. I have just held it this entire time, and I don't know if that was the right move. In hindsight, I wish I did take a little bit off. In terms of long-term investments, one that is really my favorite lately and that I am maintaining a position in is CRM. I think this is just very clear. In my eyes, this CRM chart is pretty clear. You have a very clear area that is our support / our low, right? That's our risk. If we get underneath here, I'll close and I'll be wrong about 20% on the stock. Something like that, 15 to, you call it worst case, minus 20%, which is not great on a long-term stock position, but it's also not bad. Up into all-time highs is a 40% move. So it's a 2 to 1, 2.5, 2 point something to 1. And you could potentially hold into all-time highs and hold the stock long-term. So at the moment, CRM is a swing trade position that I have taken and accepted some risk on. Tesla, I do agree on that 450, the 449 area, I believe. 449.28. I wouldn't even mind just for like extra confirmation if it wanted to take out this overnight low, then get back above the level and start to consolidate a little bit. I would love that. I would love that. Take me to the church on time. Meta at the 500 to 6. I thought when last time I looked at Meta, I honestly in my head was like, we could go a little bit lower. I haven't looked at it in a second. I think a long-term buy in that area, yeah. Things like to move to where they have previous bases. So I would feel best about buying Meta somewhere once it starts to range down here. 540 to 480. Does it get all the way down there? We don't know. So starting to dollar cost average in for a long-term position as it gets down here, I think is a trade that would make a lot of sense to me. I see some of these gaps that everyone's looking at, but I'm just not convinced the market holds and starts to face upside rip today. So I'm not mega interested in any of these individual gaps. Plus, none of them are getting over the levels they need to. If Hood was gapping over 144, I'd be more interested in it. It's not, though. All right, my friends, I will be right back before the bell. I'm just going to go brush my teeth. Stand by. It's getting nigh on your own supply. Rick, my hubby needs an NYC smoke sesh with you. He literally talks about it. I would love to have a smoke sesh with him. Why didn't he come to the meetup? We could have smoked a joint at the meetups. All right, one second. I got to keep my teeth clean. All right, sorry, I had to switch to the royalty-free music because I got a freaking block thing already. I appreciate you, Karma. Do me a, do me important to meet your teeth, keep your teeth clean before trading. It is. That's so funny. Hey, I had to switch to the royalty-free music for a second. else, we're just gonna stick in here for the Grand Cup. Sorry, the lo-fi music was getting a little loud. Alrighty, let me get my NQ levels on the screen here. I thought they were already there, but 560. $660. All right, my friends, let's see what we can get today. NQ testing its level from underneath to start. Now getting some strength above it. This green line is going to be the opening print. Could make the case for 560s into 660s. I don't know. I'm still not really convinced that this is going to be a low. I lean more towards this failing and ultimately being a short. I think there's a good chance of maybe down into the lower targets at 336s. The 40-point bar. Ugly 2-minute bar to start the day. I am tempted to take underneath that low off the opening print, but I don't feel like stabbing myself into a short that early. Dude, why am I logged into the freaking... Why am I logged into the YouTube channel that has... I pay for YouTube Premium. I shouldn't need those. Oh, it's very tempting to take this. But I shall be patient and wait. I'm thinking about it though. The rejections of the opening print. You'd have to put a stop above that wicks high though. I am thinking about it. News at 10. Is the news at 10 actually going to happen today? I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean that, like, hasn't news not been happening because of the shutdown? Oh. All right, well, I feel dumb. Let's see if we can get a retracement. Six, 7, 8, 6. This is the underneath area for the ES that we want to crack. Interesting that this bar is putting in such a green hammer. Actually, if you check on Market Watch, it says which news are delayed and not. Both 9:45 and 10 are not delayed. Word. Thank you for the heads up. This is the short target on a strong trend under the opening print. Turning around pretty strong. Getting back over the OP. GC never got close to our 82s that we wanted to buy. I keep getting copyright warnings. But I just don't care. But I guess I do care. Because I don't want to lose my YouTube. Good patience so far, just avoiding. Well, all this royalty-free music is terrible. I've had friends that they've had. First of all, monetization has truly never been on my channel, and it never will be. It does not make sense for me to monetize and make you guys watch ads. But it does limit viewership. And yesterday, my places literally got my streams literally got blocked. Oh my god, this sucks. I would consider a 2-minute sell on the NQ that also was getting under the opening print. Should be a big stop. I would prefer the ES to be... I don't think there's anything super concrete here. I wouldn't mind a 2-minute inside bar that would give us even tighter risk on a sell. All right, there's the trigger. Let's see. Why did I hesitate though? I did want tighter risk. That would be a decently wide stop. That's why I skipped for now. Terry, I announced it yesterday on stream. We're doing the Tradeify Grand Cup, so it's just going to be a few days on YouTube. It is really not the end of the world. No worries. Watch the stream back from yesterday. Over the next few months, we're going to be doing a bit of YouTube. It's, again, doesn't really, you just gotta click a link and you'll be here. I kind of regretted that short. I did like that one, but I'm trying to be patient. I got be a little bit strategic about this Grand Cup account too. So far, it's trying to hold. We've got news in 2 minutes, so at this point, I'm just going to wait for the news. I do still lean short at the moment. On a 5-minute basis, it would be nice to break under this bar's low and get continuation. No under that low. Back over the opening print, 2-minute potential higher low. Interesting. Happy to have avoided any of this action so far. This looks like not so fun. You're gonna take an entry, eat a stop so far. Oh my God, this view is very zoomed in on my face. Hello. Hello, headphones gang. I'm too lazy to make any of this aesthetically pleasing. I gotta worry about making money, dog. What up, Mason? Yeah, love you, bro. Yeah, for the next little bit, I'll be integrating some YouTube more because I love YouTube. Besides, I hate YouTube, but I do like you all. And before I move, I'll be doing more YouTube. But every single day in the Discord is the usual schedule. Yes, sir. Every single day. Please excuse moi, I gotta go check on me dog. Plus, I kind of want to wait till the 10 a.m. news anyways, so I'm gonna remove myself for half a second because I have some FOMO. BRB, be back in 1 minute. Chris, I love you, bro, but I'm not trying to be rude, but a couple of basic. One, if it's 9:30 and I'm not in WAP, it takes maybe half a second to click on YouTube. Two, I made a giant Instagram story yesterday, basically making this whole thing about how you're not my friend if you're not going to be on YouTube. This was announced. I love you, like super basic deductive reasoning. You know what I mean? You just have to check the other one. You know, like. I love you guys, but sometimes I'm like, it's like I don't need to like, you know, it's that's spoon fed to a different level, you know, like it's just, I did announce it on stream yesterday. on my Instagram story yesterday. And basic deductive reasoning, it takes half a second to just click. You know what I mean? It really, it just, yeah. Like, oh, that's my Tradeify login info. What the hell is this royalty-free music, dog? No. I love Chris, so I'm not mad. Don't take that out of context, guys. By no means am I mad. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to feel bad because I did announce it several times yesterday, and I just mean, just take half a second and click around. You know what I mean? It really is not the end of the world. If we look at the grand scheme of how difficult things are, it's like, oh yeah, he mentioned it on the stream yesterday, he mentioned it on stories yesterday. Let me just go click right there. He's not on WAP, like, oh, let me just check. That's all. It's all love, but yeah, I don't want to feel bad for something that I did announce and would take half a second to check the other side. That's all. That was not a negative comment. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. That was not negative. Just we're gonna be on YouTube. We're gonna be on YouTube for a little bit, so we're gonna be back and forth between the two. So I just want to lay the foundation. MU. Wow. Nice work, brother. Did this have news? This is a big gap over red, though. Obviously, the market is looking quite strong so far. And the GC is actually in the area that we wanted it to be. I don't love this trend at the moment. But this is exactly what we theoretically were asking for. NQ getting into this strong area, 660s. Nice move here from that. This was the buy I was thinking about. Well, I had to take a second away to make sure I had no FOMO. Well, now let's see if we can start to really consolidate above this level, and then we can potentially look for entries. NQ into the 660 so far. All right, so for the quote-unquote comfy long that we were looking for this morning, in my eyes now, we need like probably 30 minutes of sideways, and then something can set itself up on the 15-minute. I'm thinking about the GC. It's a downtrend, so I like that we're holding the level, but I don't want to buy into it. I'd like to see it trigger a sell, then fail. That would make me a little bit more comfortable. You got money that needs to be made, dog. Come on, give me a sell, then fail that sell. I would like a sell to trigger here, then a hammer to form there, and then that. I see the case for a short, which is why I see the case for a short, which is why I didn't immediately go long when we tapped the level. I want to see some sort of like indication that we are going to fail to go lower and flip the smaller time frame trend. But generally speaking, I like the hourly on golds. I like this push up over that former high and hold. That's very appealing to me. Of course, it could fail. It's just, it is appealing. So, I'm just gonna, I mean, if I'm gonna let the chart tell me what to do here. If we trigger a 2-minute, if we fail this sell in any way, shape, or form, I'll consider the entry. If we don't, then I'll just walk away. Meaning I'll walk away from this chart. Oh, sorry. Boom. This is GC. Apologies about that. I'm learning. I'm new. I'm intrigued by the potential. Where's Carlos when you need him? Well, nice to not have taken anything before the news, apparently. Market sell-off on the beat drop. NQ weird. Bar closed at the highs and opened in the middle of it. Nothing for me so far yet. Do you YOLO the short back under this level? Even though we're way above the opening print? I don't think so. ES has already triggered that on the 5-minute basis, breaking under previous bar's low. Bot trading? I have no idea. Who's bot trading? If it sounds too good to be true, like, hey, set up this bot, plug it into your account, it'll print $1 billion for you, but you only pay me $99 a month. That math doesn't make a ton of sense for me. I am still having weird urges to try a GC long, which is we're under the level, so I should not be having those urges. This is way too TMI, and I genuinely do apologize about them. But nobody eat the spicy banh mi, because my stomach is on fire today. Oh, GC, I should have done you. Oh man, dude, at some point I got to be willing to take a risk, because the Tradeify Grand Cup thing, we've only got a few days before. So this account, which is a $35 account, if it's gonna mean anything to me, I got to start shooting some shots on it. Okay, people are buying AI bots to trade. My buddy says it's around 10K cost. Return is 18 to 20%. Yeah, I'm not doubting your friend. My only question would be, if you have a bot that can generate 18 to 20%, you don't sell it for $10,000 to your boys. You go to a hedge fund and you find an investor to just give you more money. Like, generally speaking, I'm weary of that stuff. I'm weary of that stuff, because if anyone really had a fully functional bot like that, there's a certain level of edge that it has that decreases when you share it with other people from like an automation perspective, because there's no discretion involved, right? When you're just trading the same strategy, there's still discretion involved. But with a bot, there's no discretion. So like, I'm always a little bit skeptical when I hear like $10,000, something like that. I'm like, isn't that worth $1 million? Like, if you could actually return 18 to 20% annualized, hedge funds would pay you tens of millions of that, because they'll just wait and outperform, you know? So I'm not saying it's not right. I'm not saying I do not want to come out and be like, it's a scam, it's a scam, it's a scam. I'm skeptical of anything like that, just because I wonder. I'm like, why wouldn't you just go sell it to a hedge fund, you know? Dude, I apologize. I'll be right back. Please don't leave. It's the spicy banh mi. It's not me. I'm listening on my headphones, and I'm like, why did the fucking music stop? What the hell? Never eating the spicy banh mi again. Where is the music coming from? I stopped playing music and it is still coming through. Okay. All right. There we go. There we go. Oh, my friends. Okay. How am I still getting how am I still getting copyright issues? That was literally copyright free music. Trump is speaking right now? What the hell is Trump speaking about?
Rainy days been getting me down. This song never had no stamp. Bright no, tell me I'm blank. Bright no, maybe I drank. Bright no, baby I'm solo. How do you love me when I don't love me? It was all side by side.
I have done literally nothing all day long. No trades, not a single thing. It feels good, honestly. That gold now, Logan, now gold feels more like a short after the rejection of that. Bro, if there's 50% tax in PR, I honestly might just go jump off bridge. That might be solution. Bro, the spicy banh mi, dude, words cannot explain, guys. Do not get the spicy banh mi. Do not. And I actually had I tried two different ones. I'm solo, really life for the party. We looking all right. Mike, it's a little choppy now after a nice little trending move in the beginning. I didn't catch this early push, but I wasn't short, which is really all that matters to me. I had to restart the song because I wasn't able to hear much of it, actually. It's called I'm Solo by Fred again. It's not actually out yet, but it's gonna be out in a few weeks, but you can search it on YouTube. It has very quickly progressed into my favorite songs of all time. Man, this MU was nice. Shoot that shot, we'll aim it together. We'll aim it together. Life goes on, my life goes on, my life goes on in my head, I'm solo. Is that a song? You Like I Run, or are you telling me that if I ask for a like, you're gonna run? I run by Haven. Let's try it. Hey, no worries, Franco. Hope you've had a hope you have a good rest of the day, brother man. Keep it safe, keep it protected. Good work. Solid song. Yeah, this is a good one. I can't tell if we're looking at a second leg up or something that's about to roll over. I've had the same internal debate like 5 times. Which usually means it's not a sign that I should be super aggressive during it. Is G's... You're trying to get me blocked. This song is copyrighted.
Sharing those days with you guys, I really I will never forget it.
This is the kind of role that I think would be worth our time. I'm getting copyright warnings all over the wazoo. Apparently these are non-copyrighted songs. I'll see if I believe that. Still being patient, my friends. That's a failure to go lower that looks like it wants to hold. But we keep potentially rejecting this level. I just really haven't felt the level of confidence that I would want to take something yet. Sorry, headphones gang. I had to move the microphone. That's what you were hearing just then. I have to move it one more time. I'm watching gold again mainly for this potential entry here. I'd like to see it pivot and give us a buy there. What the hell song is this? I'm not doing anything that's expiring today on gold. But I see that rationale, just awareness. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell that in your ear. I'm not looking at a daily expiration in here. I like the NQ. I just have trouble believing we're gonna go all the way up to 910 today. But we could. We absolutely could. I can't handle it. This no copyright music makes me want to jump off a bridge. I'll try this one. Maybe this is better. GC, why can't you give us a little pullback? That's actually a great point, Chris. I meant to, and I'm gonna take some advice from you right now. I need to test out the capabilities. Believe it or not, I will lose a lot of viewership. People don't like Kick for some reason, which I don't understand, but whatever. But I do plan to. I'm trying to navigate everything over there. I was supposed to do that today, where I like started doing on both, and then eventually moved to Kick. I wouldn't multi-stream. I'd move everything to Kick. GC is gonna haunt me. Let's actually see if I can make that work. Oh my god, GC, I just suck today. I'm sure if you're providing a free stream with signals, people will move to Kick. Yeah, X Swifty, I'm not trying to give you all signals and have that be the idea of what we're doing. What happens if I die tomorrow? What are you gonna do without signals if I die? Okay, fair point. Fair point. Valid response. Valid response. Very valid response. You are right. That is what the people want. And unintentionally, I do show my trades on screen. Somebody says, has prop firm trading turned you into a degenerate? I don't know. Does it look like I've traded like a degenerate over the last couple of YouTube sessions? I actually would argue that I've traded with significant less degeneracy than I should today. I've been entirely too sure. Okay, Swifty. Okay. Now I know you're a fucking OG. It's hard. So sorry. Sometimes I don't know these. I don't know the usernames, so I don't recognize X Swifty 7158. Now I know that you're an OG of OGs. But you're a fucking OG of OGs. Okay, well, I literally have to take a trade on this Tradeify Grand Cup thing. Otherwise, like we're just never gonna be able to make enough to win this thing. And I'm trying to make the money and give it all back to you. But if I don't take any trades, then it's hard for me to do that. Oh my God, Stammer. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, Stammer. Stammer, I love you so much. I love you, my brother. Put me on Albert 5 years ago when falling to stay. Now it's my full-time job and I moved to Dubai. Let's go, brother. That just hyped me the fuck up. Honestly, I'm firing of emotions now. You're right. It is a $35 account. Actually, I need to make a lot of money in order for this to mean anything. We're going into GC. Somebody asked me if I'd been to Thailand earlier. I haven't, but what's the weed situation there? Is it, it's Bali where it's super illegal though. All right, I'm trying to short on the Grand Cup account. Let's see if I get instant liquidated on GC. Looking at a 5-minute lower high here. I think I might have picked the wrong side out of pure anger at GC that I want us to go test this level again so I can buy it. Above that high, we're technically triggering a 2-minute high or low, so I'll probably just get out of the way. Yeah, the 5 minutes ending up 1, 2, 3. All right. All right, well, we've got to make some magic happen, my friends. We've got $1,000 of drawdown left, and we need to make a bajillion dollars ASAP. Otherwise, there's no chance. What could happen to make a bajillion dollars? That was probably the only reason I tried the GC thing, was because we need a trade that's going to move a lot. And so this one, I was like, maybe by a miracle it goes all the way down there. The next time they have a competition like this, I've learned, we're going to go differently. Because if Monday's stream was hands down the best, but the problem is I needed to go hard in the paint on Monday. I underestimated how many people wouldn't blow their account with 5 contracts. I thought everyone would blow their account when they got 5 contracts. A lot of people did not blow their account. Hugo, I completely 100% agree with you. We need to make X. That's usually going on tilt words, brother. Yes. For very clarity, this is the Tradeify Grand Cup account. You can see the cup logo, the balance. I feel very much control that I'm not on tilt, but I do 100% agree with you. Those words are things that mean tilt. It's just, this is... If this goes south, I lose the Tradeify Cup account. That's all. I appreciate you checking it up on me, though. Yeah, I am fortunate that it's not really possible to go on tilt as currently constructed, just because, I mean, I could slam orders left and right. I mean, the most I can lose is the $35. I don't know. I know. I've been thinking about full porting the longs, but I'm like, how much higher do we go? Or were we right about GC and we refire the shorts? You don't like Tradeify? Or excuse me, you don't like Tradeivate? What's wrong with Tradeivate? If you don't mind me asking, what's the experience you're having that you don't enjoy it? Let's wire transfer into Schwab and slam trades. Honestly, that's the greatest idea you have ever had, Omar. And you've had some pretty good ideas before, so I don't say that lightly. This feels like too strong of a trend to go short. But also too extended to go long. You know what I'm saying? I'm too used to Top Step. I like the break-even stop feature that I can manually change it. I can't figure out how to link Tradeivate. I don't usually trade off of Tradeivate itself. I'm always connected through TradingView like you're seeing right now. And that lets me drag and drop orders pretty easily. You should be able to trade GC. I'd maybe hit up their support. Because it shouldn't. I would hope that you're not having that kind of issue. I do agree, C-Dog. Are you the C-Dog that's been crushing it on Team RT, dog? That 40011s, that's a target. In hindsight, I feel silly doing this, but I was more just raged that I waited all day for this. Then it broke out without a little retest, and I was like, come back down there. And to be fair, we need to make a bajillion dollars on this Tradeify Grand Cup account, or I will not have $200,000 to give you guys, which I really want to give away the $200,000. TradingView, you can link to Tradeivate. Yeah. Abel, I love you. Yes, you can also find that on YouTube, but yes, it is definitely an available option. That's what I'm doing right now. This is technically Tradeivate that you're seeing. I am just trading through TradingView. So I can drag and drop orders, for example. Right? I can drag and drop orders right here. See? All right, we need to get out of this. Someone previously has said to me they don't like that TradingView can't do the drag and drop. I've always been able to drag and drop with it. C-Dog, my man. He's crushing it, bro. What up, Astro Chimp? I'm not seeing a lot in the whole market in the markets right now. The NQ looks strong, and this looks like it's going to continue trending up. I just don't feel great about buying it up here, but it does look like it's going to continue to trend. And at this point, there really is no ceiling for it on the day, considering how far away the levels are. Yesterday's level is 864. I mean, it could potentially get there. I don't know if it's going to, but the NQ is kind of tough for me today because the main trade that I was looking for, was a short in this area, and I chose not to take it, which I'm very happy about, obviously, right? And then the long entry that presented itself a minute later, and that is virtually the only entry, in my opinion, that really presented itself. So if you missed going long right there, which I did because I didn't take the short, but I was thinking about the short, right? I was thinking about it. So it's really hard in the manner of a literal 2 minutes to flip your bias the whole way. And me thinking about the short was a very valid thought. We had a sell under the level. We were breaking back under the opening print. I just was a little bit patient, and boy, am I glad that I was. But that patience caused me to ultimately miss the long. At some point, NQ might fail the high a day here. I'm just less inclined to think this after so much consolidation. I kind of want to try the GC again. Probably an instant stop, but again, I need, in order for this account cup thing to be valid, we're going to need a big ass winner. Bet on the NQ rolling over. I'm going to try the GC again. 2-minute sell here. Is this where this account goes to need to reset on the 2-minute sell? Oh, so that's a 1-minute chart. Oh, Jesus. That's okay. Well, that doesn't help me. It's not. It was a 1-minute sell that I thought I was on a 2-minute chart. A good example of something called user operator error. But at this point, I'm committed. This is my trade of the Grand Cup account for this one. Come down to the overnight lows. Feels basically impossible, but who knows? Again, in order for me to make meaningful progress in this, I need to get up to 5,000 profit today. Otherwise, the math for me to get beyond this round is pretty difficult. I'd love if a 2-minute sell triggered here, though. Come on, buddy. Tara, you see that 2-minute? That is an actual sell. So the one I took, obviously, was the 1-minute trigger. This is an actual 2-minute sell there. Will it get continuation? We'll see. Guys, we are aiming for exactly 22.5 R. I'll take not a dime less. 22.5 R or bust. Okay, well, don't fail to go lower, GC. I need you to... This is probably the last thing we wanted to happen. Damn, son. So much potential, no follow through. All right, I'll be right back.
My trust in you. What will you do? Will you just step back? Will you duck it out? Will you be here to the end? I just wanna know if you my friend. I just wanna know if you pretending. I know I've been away. I'm just trying to get my thoughts straight.
Come on, gold, die, 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 die. I mean, we don't need the 22R. I would also settle. Okay, well, it looks like I might settle for stop loss there. I'll settle for 7. Bring me down to the low of day. Mother trucker. $700 of drawdown left. Someone DM'd me asking if I deleted yesterday's YouTube stream because I lost on it. Bruh, I've streamed a bajillion times in my life. Never once have I deleted it because of a loss. YouTube deleted the stream because of the music block, bro. I did do the little edit thing. So like I muted the part of the stream where that song was there. So maybe it's back up by now. Yeah, bro, it's literally back up. Yeah, dude. To the DM asking me that. It is back on YouTube right now. There's just going to be a muted section of it because of the copyright. I've been trading for a bajillion years, dog. You guys seen all my losses. I would never delete a stream because of a loss. That's what allows it. So for us noobs who are still learning, what position size did you take for the 6.55 RR? I have 2 contracts on right now. The R to R doesn't necessarily dictate contract size. What dictates contract size is how much are you willing to risk and how far away is your stop loss. So like I use 2 contracts here because if I'm wrong and my stop gets hit, that'll be about $1,000, which is how much drawdown I had on the account left, right? So the contract size is less determined by that overall risk to reward, and it's more determined by how big is your stop loss, and then how much money are you willing to risk. Dude, I swear, if the music just stops playing one more time. All right, fuck it. I am so over it. Copyright me all you want. I want my songs. Sorry, I'm just moving that. Sometimes they just get in my way of like watching it. You guys know where I'm targeting. Yeah, bro, I think I am going to make the switch to kick. Tomorrow I'm going to start by doing both. And then end the YouTube and be like, we're only on kick. Give my Tradeify Grand Cup. Hopefully I get to $5,000 profit so I can get 5 contracts tomorrow. We go hard in the paint. Come on, GC. The 15-minute is just like getting ready to crack. Come on, burn it with fire. Oh my god, I'm instantly getting copyright bans from fucking... Alright, well, we've committed to this. I want to play my music. I don't care. Copyright me all you want, YouTube. I want to hear I'm solo, and you really can't stop me.
Let's make this a million and one.
Rainy days been getting me down. This song never had no stamp. Bright no, tell me I'm blank. Bright no, maybe I drank. Bright no, baby, I'm solo. How do you love me when I don't love me? It was all side by side in a Vic. Bright no, baby, I'm blank.
Ah, not another hold. Shoot that shot.
Still be the life of the party. Enraged, but I'm doing it calmly. At the back of the block with my doggies. I'm so. Life goes on and my life goes on and my life goes on in my head and I'm. I put all of this in my pain to let go. Pain is power, that's my manifesto. I put all of this in my pain to let go. Pain is power, that's my manifesto.
So much potential, GC. She just never really got anywhere that would have been worth it.
Rainy days been getting me damp. This song never had no stamp. Bright no, tell me I'm blank. Bright no, maybe I drank. Bright no, baby I'm solo. How do you love me when I don't love me? It was all side by side.
That's a 5-minute bar that's probably strong enough that I should get out of the way.
They can't stand next to me.
I've just kind of already committed. My drawdown is the risk on this trade, $750.
Son of the rain, you remember the weather. Shoot that shot, we're aiming together. We're aiming together. We're aiming together.
Otherwise, I lose the 35. Bro, I was going to make a YouTube video about it yesterday because it's so crazy. Yesterday, I traded Coinbase and this Tradeify Grand Cup account. I made $2,000 of real money in my actual account trading Coinbase, and I lost the Grand Cup account, which totaled $35. Yet I was annoyed all day yesterday. I could not shake the feeling of losing, even though I literally made real money and I lost on the a Grand Cup account. Trading is that's part of the reason I'm like, all right, today I'm not even touching the real money. Because that was yesterday, if I had lost on that Coinbase trade and lost on the Grand Cup account, how would that have fucked with my head, you know? Nice work. I was looking for the GC longs down here. I'm pissed at myself for not taking them. And now I am revenge FOMOing into oblivion. But it's a calculated revenge FOMO because we need to make $5,000 for the Grand Cup. And that would do it for us. Please give Mason the dump. Mason needs the dump. First step, 5K. Second step, bajillions. I literally could not agree more. I actually think that we should probably take that quote and put it up in the Museum of Natural History. First step, $5,000. Second step, $1 bajillion. Feels pretty reasonable to me, honestly. Okay, I got a joint, but I never got a lighter, so I've been in here this whole time without a lighter. I actually learned recently I do like this song quite a bit.
Baby, what you wishing for? Maybe you should wish it more. Maybe the world is yours. Maybe when it rains it pours. I don't know how to wish anymore. I don't know how to wish anymore. I do.
Come on, GC, it's time, it's time, it's time.
I go in my tears blow my brain. I be Kurt Cobain. I can't feel my face. 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 I wish you would find your chill, 'cause Lord knows this shit get real. And for this price, you know you kill. Man, it's big brack, you know the deal. Man, it's big slat, you know the deal. Drink with a big drink, fire out. And send me, man, say yourself, 'cause I do not need no help. Keep on wishing, keep on wishing, keep on.
No, unfortunately, I cannot stream on Kick tonight. I will look to do it maybe Thursday night. However, oh my God, GC, do not do this to me.
Baby, what you wishing for? Maybe you should
That was such a tease. Oh my goodness.
maybe when it rains it pours. I don't know how to wish anymore. I don't know how to wish
That's crazy.
Wish to get out my face. My goal in my
No, I can't stream tonight. I slid in the DMs of a New York. I don't know if you can call her an influencer, but I slid in the DMs. I have plans this evening. However, I don't know how the conversation is going to go when I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, I am moving to Puerto Rico very soon. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. That's a problem for another day, in my opinion. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Yeah, I have not used it's hard. People, I'm not gonna lie. I've met a few people that follow me that have then they have asked, because I think it's this idea that like if you're an influencer or if you have a following, it's just like super easy to DM girls and all that, blah 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 blah. Dude, all my audience is males. All my audience is males or married women that I, you know, obviously I would always be polite with, right? So, you know, no, you don't get a lot of an edge and benefit from being a trading influencer account, as a heads up. And then a few people that I have tried to DM assume I'm like a crypto scammer, you know? So I will tell you, if you're going to start trying to become a trade, like a trading content creator, and you're doing it out of hopes of getting lots of girls, my brother or my sister. Well, actually, as a girl, you probably would have plenty of suitors. But if you're a guy trying to find your wife, she's probably not out there, dog. My women students are all married, and they do not want to. Well, I don't. Nobody wants to. They're married. You know what I mean? It's not. It's not a factor, or it's not a consideration. And actually, the one girl I did hang out with from Instagram, fully disclosure, became very creepy and stalker-ish. One day, when I'm less worried about the threat of her genuinely murdering me, I will unleash you all onto her posts that use the name Jake and reference me in skits, and I'm like, dude, you gotta stop saying my name. Not a fun situation. There are legitimately skits like comedy skits with the name Jake, and it's not really a skit. It's basically just venting about me, and I'm like, oh. I'm like, who else understands these? Like, who thinks these are funny? Like, you're basically just nagging me. Madness, ladies and gentlemen, madness.
I have a love, and it never fades. From red garden sheds to watching lads on stage knocking heads. From the 2x2 fuck you punk stage to a warehouse rave with a bloke we met on the way dancing till day. I have a love.
Actually, this song, honestly, this song reminds me of a girl I met who lived in London. But she was here in New York, and we, for like 5 days, we had a fantastic 5 days. And then never really talked again after that. Which, honestly, I regret, because she was pretty cool. And she showed me this song. It's like a poem slash song. It's actually pretty good. This is the live version of it, which is a little less good. I am annoyed, GC. Guy just goes hard, screaming the whole time.
And a year ago or so, I played this song for you in the car stereo in the night breeze. This bit kicked in with its sins and its keys, and you smiled as you sat next to me. You in the front, Gilly in the back seat, going fucking 90.
Okay, no. To be clear. Crazy New Yorker is not stalking me. She just still makes comedy sketches using my name. And I'm like, this is years down. Not years. This is... Why am I being brought up at all? I hate you, GC. Oh, I like that. Yeah, on the NQ, 15-minute pullback off the level there. Yeah, I do like that. I'm a little bit hesitant because it could be rolling over too, but it does feel... The NQ just feels so strong today that, like, if you actually scroll back to the beginning of the stream, as soon as we had this first big green bar, one of the things I said is I was like, all right, well, now we got to wait 30, 60 minutes. Like, for this kind of consolidation. So yeah, I don't hate the idea of an NQ long right now. It just, the question I ask myself is the meat on the bone worth it? Because I don't know if we get all the way up to 864s today. If we would, it's worth it. But if we're just gonna, if we've already made the main move we're going to, and we're gonna go sideways from here, I'm less inclined to take a stab at it. if this wasn't a Grand Cup finale account, I'd probably close this trade at break even here. I'm so over this that my stop loss is the drawdown. Oh, I love Obermono. This song is very good. Baby, if you want my love. Wow, what a crazy throwback this is. Anybody remember Sax on the Beach?
All the stuff going on outside the house, you know, the pressure, the job, all those things that can weigh you down. You know, sometimes, just sometimes.
Dude, me and my high school friends used to blast this as we would like do anything, honestly. Whether we were like sneaking out to go try and meet girls, whether we were
For a minute to think about how much we had
drinking,
together.
driving in our cars. It was always Sax on the Beach. Always throw the Sax on the Beach on. NQ long looking good for those of you who are in that. Really nice pullback to the level there. Nice little 5-minute buy. We had Stammer mentioning as well the hourly 1, 2, 3. Nice work, John. Where's my joint? GC finally getting a little break here, it looks like. All right, GC. I'm not closing this. My drawdown's either getting hit or it's working. $300 left. Bro, what a weird trading week. I gotta go through and mentally reformulate how I want to attack this whole competition aspect. Because in reality, in real actual money or funded accounts, in anything that actually do that, I'm up like $2,500 this week, something like that. I am also down through 2 Grand Cup finale accounts, which totals $70, but makes me feel like shit for some reason. So this is a unique mental conundrum.
Smoke, dust, phones, drugs, social, cost, no love. Smoke, dust, phones, drugs, social, cost, no love. No love, I know how it feels to be forgotten. Shay says you can't do this, I'm sorry, nosy, I nearly choked up on my porridge. Months come by, and you ain't heard from none of the broskies. Have water diluted orange, it's a northern Joe, I'm coloured. Trust, I can't even trust myself. Old days I'd walk with a tray or 12. Bro, ask why come and help as well. How many risky cards got dealt, you know how many lonely nights I felt? All the times I got an empty promise, I can't trust a soul, I just trust my pockets. Smoke, dust, phones, drugs, social, cost, no love. Smoke, dust, phones,
Okay, chat. Questions while we sit here and just wait for this to either work or fail. Okay. I heard this line from a girl the other day that I was very intrigued by. It was something along the lines of like, she was describing herself, and she was saying something like, what was the fucking wording she used? Because there's two very common stereotypes going on right now. Well, there's always been a permanent common stereotype in New York for male guys. The finance bro, right? Typical like finance bro. Works a finance job, wears a suit, that kind of stuff. That's like a very typical New Yorker trope, the finance bro. Then the new thing, which I didn't really even know about until like last week, apparently there's a popular TikTok term right now, like a performative male, whatever the fuck that means. Does that mean someone who's like dramatic and they like a TikTok? I don't know. But I don't know. But I saw a girl, it was like a tweet or something, but they were like, I'm too complex for a basic finance bro, but too successful for like a performative male. Which I know this sounds kind of like, what the fuck are you talking about? But part of that hit me and I was like, okay, well, she's a lawyer. She's very successful. So I took it as, no, I thought that was a good thing, you guys. I thought that was a good thing. I thought that was a cool way to phrase it, because I feel too mentally complex for a basic biatch, like a basic girl. But I also feel too successful for like some, I don't know, but I don't know the male equivalent of like phrasing it. Let me type it out in the chat. This is not a knock. This is actually, I found it a good thing. She didn't tell me that, for reference. Nobody told me this. This was like, what's something I saw on the web. You know what I mean? Just for clarification. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. It intrigued me because I was like, oh. Finance bros are really fucking dumb. So, not dumb, but they do like dim-witted women. Much like there's hot women out there who like dim-witted men. It goes both ways. This is not a one-way street. This is a two-way thing. Am I moving out of New York City because of the mayor? No, it has nothing to do with the mayor. I would have moved no matter who won because the taxes would still be too damn high. But no, it had nothing to do with the mayor and the additional taxes he's going to bring. Those additional taxes would suck, but I'm not going to move the needle for me no matter what. You know, an extra 2% doesn't really hurt that much when you're already paying 55% and getting slaughtered in the throat. Okay, GC, can you just go, dude, go hit the stop already, because at this point, like, you've given me an aneurysm going back and forth. Food's pretty cheap. In New York, there's expensive food, obviously, but they're actually eating is actually not as expensive as people think. There's food. People can live in New York. Really is the greatest city ever. Like, there's very few places where there's just so much going on all the time. There's so much going on. You can meet so many people. Like, the creative element in New York is so strong. It basically just really sucks if you're making a lot of money. Like, if you're an entrepreneur who makes a lot of money on your own, this place sucks to live. If you are making a lot of money through like a traditional W-2 job, it actually sucks way less because your company pays a lot of those taxes, right? Like, a lot of my friends who make money, but like, as someone who's self-employed, I pay the ridiculously high city tax, all that. Then I also have to pay self-employment tax. Like, I definitely made a lot less living in New York than I made living in California. And I also lost motivation to work, bro, because it's like, who gives a fuck? Like, why do you want to, like, when you're living in New York, I kind of just wanted to like make as much as like I needed to live the life I wanted to, as opposed to like really being passionate about like my craft and all that, because every dime you make, so much of it gets fucking pulled away. Like, California is high, but it's like 6 or 7% less than New York, which that last 6 or 7% makes a lot difference. So like, I lost a lot of motivation coming out here. So truthfully, I'm really excited to get to PR, mainly because like I feel like I'll be motivated to create again, to have fun. Like, and I like doing that stuff. I don't like just like smoking joints and watching movies all day. I haven't visited PR yet, but I will before I move there. That being said, it is locked in. But I'm gonna go look at places and stuff. I moved to New York in the first place because New York is like the city of dreams. And the part of the way that I mean that is that, like, dude, every movie you watch as a kid happens in New York. And that's like for a reason, you know? Like, Spider-Man is in New York. Iron Man is from Manhattan. Like, these movies happen in New York, like, because it is such a special place, and it really is that amazing. Every single thing that the movies say about New York where they romanticize it is absolutely true. It is the greatest city on earth. However, the delta between it versus other places is not 55%, right? Like, the number is just too high if you're making a certain amount of money, right? If you're making 200K a year, or even making like 150K a year, which is a great number. That's an awesome number. Living in New York is a lot more tolerable because it's that job in New York that gets you that number in the first place, and the taxes aren't as crazy, right? If you start making multi 6 figures, 7 figures, the percentage and the delta just becomes so big, right? So yeah, I loved New York. I wouldn't change my time for the world. I loved it. It's the greatest city ever. That being said, I think if you are a younger entrepreneur who's making a decent chunk of money, it's really hard to justify living here because you're basically paying so much for the New York experience. I am going to live in PR. I'm not skirting the system. I'm not trying to cheat nothing, or I'm actually when it comes to Uncle Sam, I'm a very law-abiding citizen. I like drugs, but when it comes to paying my taxes, I am a mega law-abiding citizen. I do not write off supercars, which people do, and I do not think that they are going to get away with that long term. I pay my taxes. Sometimes, I file extension. I'm a little late, but I pay them in full every time. And so this is not me skirting anything. This is me I'm not like going to PR to like kind of sneak away from it or try and like only be in PR for a few months of the year. Like I will be there for I grew up visiting islands and I grew up taking years of Spanish classes. So like there really is a big part of me that's super excited to like get into the culture and like I'm now excited. I was not excited because I didn't want to leave New York. I am now truly excited because I think that like part of me has been building for this moment my whole life. Like, all right, come stop me out. I should have been stopped out on that. I watched the balance go minus 2,000. Maybe they're giving you a little bit of a buffer. That would be crazy if this reverses and goes to TP. It's not going to. It's going to stop me out. Someone also asked this, but yeah, I'm not trying to skirt the system, guys. This is me. I'm literally becoming a full resident of Puerto Rico. I'm super excited to like really move my life there. I'll spend time in New York still. Probably not New York, probably New Jersey. But no, this is I will be doing it all very by the book. I don't fuck around when it comes to Uncle Sam because I know Uncle Sam doesn't fuck around. Uh, I will take you up on that, Alex. Yeah, it's still legal, but it's super easy to get a medical card. And they actually recognize New York medical cards. So if I just take a medical card down there from New York, they'll recognize and honor it. How am I not stopped out yet? It's a 2K thing. Aren't I down $2,000? Maybe there's a little wiggle room or something, but like I watched us get liquidated. This one I want the stop to hit because like, dude, I have a call in 20 minutes, then I have to go to the gym. That's my notification buzzer that I have the call. How is this account not stopped out yet? Am I just bad at math? I don't understand what's happening. No, I'm not gonna close it manually. Are you kidding me? They're basically giving me a free life, bro. This is free money. I don't want to close it manually. Then there's no way I'll be able to enter trades afterwards. If somehow by miracle this goes back down into take profit, I'm gonna look like the smartest man in the history of the universe. Are you kidding me? Sorry, yeah, I thought you guys could see the drawdown on the screen. Yeah, you can. You should be able to see. I don't know how. Yeah, it's right there. I'm at 47,600. It's so confusing. All right, there we go. It stopped me out. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, good. Because I have a call. Like I said, we're working on a bunch of new stuff for the break trades. I'm working with some former MM students to make it happen. I have that call right now. So I needed to get off this stream anyways. All right, gang. I got one more shot or two more shots at the Traded 5 Grand Cup. We need to make $5,000 on day one and then use 5 contracts on day 2. That is the only path. Give me 5 contracts on the elimination day, and I feel confident I can cook up against anybody, but I got to get there first. Yeah. Oh, man. Let me look back into what our team has to do to get rewards. Yeah. Also, yeah, I am literally the worst influencer of all time, bro. I swear to God. Because I had this logo up on my top thing the whole time, and I literally haven't talked about it once. Granted, I didn't trade the Funded Next accounts I have today, so like it makes sense that I didn't talk about them. But Funded Next Futures Legacy accounts, I recently partnered with them, and they really, the rules are awesome. They're have no payout caps. You just need 30 days in order to take the full amount. They're about to prove like a $300,000 payout for one guy who's just waiting for that 30th day. And you get a 25K account. There's no recurring. There's 100% profit split. And there's no payout cap. So it really is a very cool accounts. But yeah, theoretically, I should have talked about that more considering I had it up on my screen the whole time. Yeah, Monday, eliminations start Monday. And eliminations start Monday. So by Friday, I need 5K basically. Because by Friday, as long as I have by Monday, because then I'll have 5 contracts. And then dude, if I have 5 contracts, I can go hard and either A, blow the account, or B, make a ridiculous amount and catch up. 5 contracts I can do damage with 5 contracts. I know myself very well. But I got to get there. You know? Yeah. So for those of you keeping track, I am down 2 Traded 5 Grand Cup accounts. In real money this week, I am up a cool like $2,500, which is nice. Doesn't feel like it because the only thing I can think about are these damn Grand Cup accounts. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not entirely positive how I feel about the emotions that come along with a tournament like this, but we'll see. All right. All right, my friends. I love you all very, very much. I'm going to see if this YouTube stream gets blocked or not. Make sure to follow my kick, Rakejici, Rakejicci. I will post on Instagram if I'm on there or not tomorrow. But yeah, I love you all very, very much. Gang, gang. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, all right? I love you all very, very much. Hope you had an amazing afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, thank you, my brother. Thank you, thank you. Luck is where preparation meets skill. Is that what the phrasing is? Yeah, let me get prepped.